The second part of the Flappy Flier here. This is the part where it rotates and attacks. It dives down and buries itself in the platform. So to give you an idea of what this looks like, it looks just like that little guy just dropped down there. And as he walks, he rotates, and then he hits the ground and disappears. Okay? So we're going to go through the code for that. It's not too difficult. It's pretty easy. Okay, here's everything here that we're going to look at. So I've created some attributes. Those attributes are, well, actually I've only made one called locked. Okay? And what we're doing with locked is we're trying to make sure that it hasn't already buried itself in a platform. Okay? So locked is just, we were locking it into the platform. It's staying there. So as long as it's not already buried in a platform, whenever we get into range, and you guys have seen these ranges before, we're looking at 300 pixels. I believe that was what we said for this particular NPC. For 0.5 seconds, we'll rotate to position. So it'll have a couple seconds there, or less than a second, half a second, to rotate and find your player. You'll notice I set that at 3,000. It's a pretty high number. But that means that it's going to snap to wherever that character is. And then after 0.6 seconds, it's going to move at a speed of 2,000. And it will only stop once it collides with a platform. Once it collides with a platform, that locked attribute becomes true. And then after 0.8 seconds, it'll destroy itself because it's connected with the platform. Yeah, he's got a key. So this is the basic part for the second half of what the Flappy Flier does. Okay? So we're just looking at the player to be in range, then the thing rotates to the position of your player and then fires itself until it hits a platform. Okay? So not too difficult here. I do want you to use these values. I did put those into the assignment for this particular NPC, so it should rotate at 3,000. It should move at 2,000. You probably don't want to use any kind of motion linear velocity on this particular one, because this one will allow you to move head first towards it. If you use linear velocity, it may try and establish your speed and your direction based on the scene instead of the actor. Okay? So that's pretty much it for the second half of the Flappy Flier. You just have to have your range right here. You probably want to have a separate setup so it'll dive into this as it's flying, but you could leave it wide open as well. Okay? So we'll take questions after we kill this thing off.